everyone, this is Ellie and I am back for your reading for the month of February using the Major Arcana tarot cards primarily. But this month I'm doing things a little bit differently. The focus is going to still be on the Major Arcana cards, and the Major Arcana cards versus the Minor Arcana cards in the tarot are about the bigger picture. So my intention with this exercise is to help you to find what themes you are advised to focus on. And these are big themes, big picture things. But I'm also going to pull in some Minor Arcana cards to help advise you on what ways they may be playing in your life. So the Minor Arcana deck has to do with the everyday details of life. All right, so to begin, just check in with yourself. You could close your eyes, you could put your hand on your heart, and just feel which number you would like to choose. You could choose either number 1, 2, or 3. So you could even press the pause button now to just check in with yourself. And then when you're ready, we can begin. All right, so number 1, the card that I've picked for you is the Universe card. And in some other decks, this is called the World. This deck, by the way, is the Sun and Moon Tarot deck. So the message that I'm getting here with the appearance of the Universe card is that the finish line is near. Or for some of you, you may have already crossed the finish line, but I feel that you're getting this message because you may not be aware of it, or maybe you are, but you haven't taken the time yet to celebrate your victories. The World card, or the Universe card, tends to have to do with a completion of a phase, a cycle, a journey, a process. So take comfort in knowing that if you've been working at something for a while, know that the goal is near, or maybe you've come so much further and you're so much closer to the end goal than you think you are. And again, if you have come to it, acknowledge it and celebrate it. I do get the sense, though, that for most of you, this card may be indicating that it's near. And again, closer to the end than you think you are. The Minor Arcana cards that I pulled with this are the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. And again, the 6 of Swords is echoing this indication of a journey. Sometimes this card can indicate a journey, a process, and sometimes having a difficult time, but moving from more turbulent waters to more peaceful waters. And so moving towards harmony, you could say. And then the 4 of Cups has several meanings, but one meaning that comes to mind to me is an indication of the theme of home. So this could be more literal or more figurative for some of you. It's going to play out differently for all of you, obviously. Okay. So, for number 2, I picked the Tower card, and this card generally has to do with a breakdown of foundations, and I'm getting the sense here that for some of you, though not for all of you, obviously, because this is a very broad reading, this may be viewed as a difficult time. This may be viewed as a breakdown of things that you don't feel ready to let go of or don't want to let go of. But the eye here, and this is the Eye of Horus, and I know the Eye of Horus is a symbol that has all sorts of its own significant meanings, but I'm just reading intuitively, and I'm just looking at this as an eye, and I see this as an indication of perspective. And so I think your perspective on this is really important. And again, I feel that for some of you, you may feel like this is an oh no sort of situation, but it doesn't have to be looked at that way, or maybe you're not realizing the bigger picture yet, or anyway, a shift in perspective I think could really help you, because it's not as bad as you think it is in the long run and in the bigger picture. And I do see some sort of shards of light peeking through. So there is light in the darkness. There is light in this storm that seems like destructive energy, but it's destructive for, I guess, the bigger picture, if you will. It's serving the bigger picture. And the cards that I pulled from the Minor Arcana for you are the Three of Cups. And this is a very positive card. It indicates emotional fullness. This is called abundance, but it's usually about abundance on an emotional level. So a feeling of satisfaction and fullness. So there is that for you, whether you're aware of it or not. Maybe you'll see it more in the long run. And I also have here the Queen of Cups. Now these two cards have very feminine energy, so maybe it's good for you to really spend time with feminine energy. It may be in the form of female friendships, female company, female energy. I'm also getting, for some of you, maybe it would be beneficial to have flowers around you, or the smell of flowers, maybe essential oils, or having flowers in the home, or something like that. That's not going to apply for all of you, but for some of you that may be significant. So if that feels like that resonates and you would like to have that, then by all means, I think you should definitely try it. All right, so now for number 3, I picked the Moon card. And the Moon card has a lot of meanings, as all the cards have a lot of meanings, but the Moon card can be an emotional card, and it can also be indicative of confusion, and maybe confusion brought on by emotion. I also picked from the Minor Arcana the 8 of Cups, as well as the 9 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Cups here, I think, accentuates this theme of strong emotions, having, maybe for some of you, emotional overload. And maybe there's something about leaving something behind, or feeling this sense of separation. But I feel that, actually it's interesting because it's kind of similar to number 2. I feel that this is just an emotional rough patch to get through. And I feel that if you just get through that patch, you'll see so much to be gained here. The 9 of Pentacles is a card called Gain. And this is something I feel that's about expansion, or something that can grow from this, something that can be gained from this experience. So if you feel that you're confused, if you feel emotional, if you feel disappointed about something, if you feel that you're going through a rough patch in terms of clarity, in terms of emotions, in terms of, for some of you, some kind of relationship in your life, just know that if you just move through, give it time, move through the motions, the steps that are ahead for you, and you'll see that there is sunshine after the storm, or the sunshine comes out when the clouds part. And actually, I feel that analogy of clouds is appropriate here, because I think for some of you there may be some haziness. Though not for all of you, for some of you this may have to do with leaving something behind. It could be a relationship to someone or something, but that's not going to apply for all of you. But it's an emotional rough patch, and but there's good things that will come out of it, I feel. All right, so those are your readings, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful month, and see you all next time. Bye.